Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ali Virtue and this is Grow with this channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you practically how you can do your silent live stream without getting any complications or getting anything wrong or going against the YouTube policy and guidelines. There are a few things you need to know about silent live stream, and if you don't pay attention to this video, you might miss it and you might end up doing it wrong. So please pay attention to this video so that you can get it right and you won't have to struggle on YouTube. I'll be pointing out some things that you need to understand before you begin your silent live stream. The very first one is, if you are going to do a silent live stream, you have to ensure that you're using something that is really engaging, something that is really attractive, something that when people see it, they will be, interested to actually stay on the live stream, watch and engage, right? That's the first thing you need to know. The second one you need to know is you have to avoid reusing content, either your own content or content of other people. You need to avoid reused content, right? This will help you to stay away from YouTube copyright and copyright claim or strike. Now, the third thing you need to also pay attention to is during the live stream, you also have to ensure that it is interactive enough. Is the puzzle or riddle or question you're putting up, is it interactive enough that people can actually leave valuable comments, have conversations during the live stream? You need to consider that. Now, the fourth thing you also need to consider is the timing. You can try different timings. You can try to do it at night, in the morning, or in the afternoon to see what time best works for your own channel. On your YouTube studio, you already have the when your viewers are live, when you already have that turned on, right? You can also use that to know when to go live on your channel, right? But like I said, you can just practicalize, do one in the morning, in the evening, or in the afternoon to see which of the timings works best for your channel. The fifth thing you need to pay attention to is that you have to edit your static picture properly. Let's assume that you're getting your own from Google, right? I won't even advise you get from Google, but no problem. I got some of my own from Google, right? And then I was also able to create some using Canva. I also got some from ChatGPT, but I got some from Google. Now, what I did when I got the pictures was I took it to Canva and ensured to change the background completely. I flipped it. I correct. I changed the questions. I removed the questions from that is there on Google. I ensure to edit it properly to avoid copyright claim or copyright strike from that video, or YouTube flagging it as a reused content or as an inauthentic content, right? And when I did that change, I noticed that people were more people got to interact with it because it looked like something they could actually interact with. It was attractive. At the same time, the question was clear. At the same time, the pictures were clear. It wasn't something that was muggled up or jam packed or clustered together. It was something that they could actually see and engage with. These were the things that I paid attention to when I did my live stream, and you also need to pay attention to it while you're doing your live stream. Now, another thing I paid attention to was that during the live stream, while it is on, from time to time, I will unmute my mic and probably say something like maybe respond to a comment or call somebody's name. Just did something that will make the video or the live stream look authentic. At other times, I will go ahead and show my face, like flip the camera from the back camera to the front camera so that they can see my face. Something else I also applied was, if I'm streaming for 2 to 3 hours and maybe at some point I checked and then I realized that the engagement was low. This is a hack that I applied. What I usually now do is I will close the app, like I'll close my YouTube app completely and reopen it again. Then click on resume. I'll click on resume live stream. When it resumes, I will go ahead and change the picture to something different, something that the new audience that YouTube will be pushing out to, something new that they can still engage with. I'll go ahead and change the content. And by so doing, I noticed that from time to time, when the views are getting low, or the people watching at once are getting low, when I do that, the algorithm gets to pick it again and show it to new persons. Even the people who are there before get to rejoin again, and then they begin to engage on the new content. These were the things I applied. The last one that I applied was the fact that um okay, the last one I applied was the fact that I had to ensure that Every time I come live, every time I have to do the silent live stream, it was engaging and interactive. I if when you don't have a comment on your silent live stream, YouTube might flag it actually. They might see it as inauthentic, they might not push it to more persons to view. So what you need to do is I will oftentimes get my friend's phone, right, or get somebody around, get their phones and use it to engage on the live stream, leave comments, interact, use the love button there's no on your phone now for YouTube that's updated on some phones. You will see that there's a love button beside. Just go ahead and click on it and leave multiple reactions. You can leave a smile, you can leave like just leave multiple reactions on the video. By so doing, YouTube get to see it as okay, there's something going on here, and then the algorithm will pick it and push it out to more persons. These things were things I got to apply during my silent live stream, and then I realized that it gave me the result I wanted. Now, moving on, I'm going to be showing you a screen record on how to do your silent live stream. Kindly watch the end so I don't miss any part, you don't miss any point, and you can get to do your own properly. Okay, so moving on in this particular tutorial, I'm going to be showing you practical steps on how to get the silent live stream done. Now, there are three ways to get your images because that's the first step. You have to get your images. Then, when you get your images, you now head on to YouTube app to get your live stream started. So, to get your images, there are three ways that you can do this. The very first one is getting them from Google. The second one is using any of the AI tools, ChatGPT, Gemini, Meta. The third one is now designing one by yourself on Canva. Right, in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use all of these means to get your image ready. Now, if we're going to be using the very first option, which is going to Google, this is what you're going to do. You head on to Google and then you're going to type in either animal puzzles or mathematics puzzles or riddles, or you just type in what you want. For me, I'm going to be typing how many. This way, I'm going to get the exact image that I want. How many animals can you see? Right. This I want to use animal image for this particular tutorial. So I'll click on it and then I'll go to images so I can see clearer pictures of what I want. So when I see a particular one that I like, I'll just go ahead and download it. Okay, let's say I go ahead and download this one. This one has lots of watermark, right? So if you notice it has a lot of watermark on it, so I'm going to avoid it to avoid copyright claim or copyright strike. So let's go with this green one here. So I'm just going to click on it. I'll long press it and then I'm going to click on download images. I'll allow it to download on my phone. Let's see if it's there and if I can access it. This is the image right there. Now the next thing I will need to do with that image is to go on Canva to edit it. But before I get to Canva, let me explain how to also get your image from ChatGPT or Grok AI or any other app, right? Let's say we are using Grok. Let's go to Grok AI. Let's say we're using Grok AI. So I'm going to type in here. Say, all right. So I said I need an image with animals in it, and a write up that says how many animals can you see? It's for a puzzle game. So I'll send this and wait for Grok to give me some images, right? That and I can let me see what's going to give to me so that I know how exactly how to use it. Right? Okay, this is what it has given to me. If I don't want this, if I want this to be animated, I'm going to still go ahead and further prompt it or edit the prompts that I gave before so I can give me exactly what I want. But this one can actually work, right? This one now is free of copyright. It's you don't have anybody coming to claim that this is their image or something because you generated it yourself. Now the third option is going to Canva to do your own image, right? So let's just head down to Canva and I'm going to be showing us from here how to edit the one we got on Google and also how to generate one by ourselves if we want to generate by ourselves. All right, so I'm going to type in here in the search bar YouTube live stream, YouTube live stream, right? Now remember, for YouTube live stream is not on landscape. What we use for YouTube live stream is portraits, and all these ones is giving me they're all live what's it called, landscape thumbnails. I don't need this. I'm just going to be patient and just scroll down until I get what I want. So I'm going to click on this one that is in portrait format, and then I'm going to go ahead and edit it, right? Okay, as you can see, this is in portrait format. This is full and in portrait format. Right. So now I have a blank page like this, right? Like I already explained, I'm using the portrait ratio because it's live stream, and I want the picture to really fit into the screen. No part is missing, but it's cut off. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to import my picture that I have downloaded. I'll go to gallery and then I'll look for the picture that I've downloaded, which happens to be this one. I'll click on add page. Now, when this has been added to the page, I'm going to just increase the little. Now, the reason why I'm not going to allow this to fit into all of the screen is because if it's too full, like if you fit all of the screen, when I carry it on the live stream, it's my cut off. It might not show. It might not show at all. So I don't want that to happen. Right. So this is the image I have. I'm going to go ahead and just control the cursor to cut off the right top. I don't need the right top there. I'll remove the logo. All right, the glow logo. I don't need it there. Now I have my picture, and then this is where I will now go ahead and change the background, change the color, change the setting, change, flip it, write new question with my own font. This makes it what's it called, mine, right? This makes the picture mine. At least it doesn't have the logo anymore. No, it's not the same color that it came with from Google. I have gone ahead to tweak it. So that means I'm using blue, for instance, right? This is what it now looks like. I've changed the background to blue. The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and include a write-up. So in the write-up, I'm going to say here, I see, I see 20 animals. How many do you see? Right? So this is going to be the right one I'm going to put here. You can type in anything. You can use anything at all for your write-up. You can write anything. So just make sure that what you're asking is catchy enough. Make sure that it's something that when people see it, they can easily relate, and then they can go ahead and interact on the section. If I also intend to put in what's it called, multiple options like option A, B, C, D, I can go ahead and do that here as well. Now, if I want to further edit this, I'm going to just flip it, right? I'm going to flip it so that it's facing the other direction and not facing the direction I downloaded the image with. Now this is my own image, and then I can go ahead and download it. Now the next option, right? The next option to this is to create, like I said, the third option is to create your own. You are going to go ahead and create your own puzzle, right? If you look here, you see that this one looks different. It's a puzzle I created myself. So let's create something like this in this other box. I'll delete this, I'll delete this, I'll delete this. So I have a plain page to work on again. What I need to do now, I'll go to elements, right? I'll go to elements and I'm going to click on square. I'll look for square, and when I get the options, when I get the options like this one, now I'm going to go ahead and increase it. The one I've got now will increase it. Now let me go ahead and fill them up or fill it up with other squares so that I can create a puzzle with it. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'll click on the square diagram and I'll click on duplicate up here. Click on duplicate and I'm going to reduce this and then change the color. I'll reduce that and then I'll change the color. The very first time I used this one, I was so concerned that it might not even get any engagement. But to my surprise, after a while, it began to spark a lot of reactions. I think I had about 40 something thousand views from just using this particular kind of puzzle. Right, so I did this. I'm going to still multiply this and multiply again. Right, I'll multiply and use it again, multiply and use it again until this box is let's say full. So now I've created all the boxes that I want to create all I just need to do next is to change the colors, right? See this example I gave here. I change the colors and then I ask which color appears 9 times. The idea is for them to count, right? I made the white one 8. I made the black one 8, but the base is also black. That makes it 9. And a lot of persons kept what's it called? Kept counting white. Some people say it's white, some people say it's red and all of that. But that's the idea, right? Let's say this one is just how many boxes? This should be like about 16, 4 for 16 boxes. Okay. So let me change each box to maybe some will be 2, some will be 3. Let me just get this done quickly. All right, so I'm just assuming that this is what I have now. This is not what I want to do, but just to save time, this is what I have now, right? So I can go ahead and include the text by asking, how many can you see? How many pink can you see? Let me see how many pink. How many pink can you see? This way I've created a puzzle. Another option could be to actually write out what you want on a piece of paper, right? Write it out with your own handwriting on a piece of paper, then snap it. See what this guy did here, right? He wrote it out, said, what can fill a room but takes up no space, right? This is what the guy did. He wrote it out on paper and then, he just used Canva to photo crop it and include his picture on it, and this has made this his own. You are doing this just because you want to ensure that you kind of avoid YouTube copyright claim. Now, with this being said, let's now head on. Now we have our images. Let me just save the one I'm going to be using. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to head up to my YouTube app, right? YouTube app itself. And I'm just going to click on the plus icon, then I'll click on live. The plus icon, then I'll click on live. Now, when it is here, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on where you have flip. I'll click it so I can be at the back. The camera can be showing the back camera, not the front, because the front can pick me. I know there's lights here. I'm going to be showing somehow. I'm going to be showing on the screen. Now I'll go ahead and also mute the sound. I'll mute the sound of the live stream. Then the next thing I'm going to also do is I'll click on that arrow showing down there. I'll click on green screen, right? Once you click on green screen, if your phone does not have the green screen, go ahead and update your phone so that you can have access to the green screen, right? Update your YouTube, not just your phone, your YouTube app, so you can have access to the green screen. Now, when I click on that, I'll click on the picture I've picked, and this is what it's going to look like. Okay, as you can see, some parts of the how many do you see still cut off. So if I still want this to really be concise and really be in the screen, I'm going to head back to Canva and edit it again, reduce it a little bit more so that it can be concise and then it can be showing properly on the screen. This is one. Now the other one that we still did, I can click on it as well, and then this is what it's going to look like. It's showing fully on the screen. Now click on done. The next thing I want to do is I'll go to where I have the pencil icon to rename this. I'm going to rename this to something fun. Probably let's play a game. It could be fun time. It could be let's see how sharp your eyes is. I'll just go ahead and change the title. Now the next thing I do is to change the thumbnail as well. If you already have a thumbnail designed, right, you can use that thumbnail for this live stream. But if you don't have, this is what I usually do. I go on upload thumbnail and then I click on that particular picture that I'm streaming, and I'll just take just a little part of it, like this one now. I'll take a little part of it and then I'll click on save. Once I click on save, the next thing I'm going to do is to click on description. I'll go and add my description if I already have it down, right? But if I don't, I'm still going to just ignore this until I'm done with the live stream. I can go ahead and include more description and edit the live stream, right? The live stream title. But it's important that I edit it now. So when they see the live stream, they see it alongside the title. Then the next thing to do is to click on next. When you click on next, it's going to bring you to this page that says yes, it's made for kids, and no, it's not made for kids.
Then the next thing you're going to do is to click on go live. But this is how to get the live stream started. Remember I said you can get some images from Google, you can get from any of the chat apps, right? And then you can design one yourself on Canva. Any method you choose to use works just fine.
When you get to apply this, if it works for you, please come back to this video and leave a comment. Tell me something, right? Give me a feedback, because your feedback is going to help me to research better, give you better advice, give you better guide. So please, when you try it out and it works for you, come back and leave a comment. I'm really hoping that you found value from this video. If you did, please kindly hit the like button, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Now, if you are looking for someone to guide you, I am here for you. I already have a playlist that you can binge watch, get help on anything, either about how to grow on YouTube, how to get monetized, how to use Canva, CapCut, and the likes of them. This playlist up here can be your guide. Just go ahead and click on it in order to watch my other videos. Thank you so much, and I'm hoping to see you in the next video. Bye for now.